trade deadline, Greg, what's crucial as we head into the All-Star break?
Well, for teams that traded for players to try to make them comfortable, and for teams that stood pat to continue pounding that rock and building chemistry.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Neesmith is out there with Pascal Siakam. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Nembhard in a two-guard. Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Brown inside. Tatum finds Holiday. Clock at 6. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Beyond the arc. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday.
This is why guys love playing with Holiday. I mean, because of how unselfish he is.
Here's Nembhard. Light covering. About a minute played so far here in the first. Siakam passes to Nembhard. Turner with the screen. For three, Siakam traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And Clark, when we take a look at your former team, the Indiana Pacers, is it fair to say they're a work in progress?
Most definitely, Kevin. I mean, I think they've got some really outstanding young talent as well as a very experienced coaching staff. That combination should bode well for the Pacers' future.
Here's Nembhard. Good D by Holiday.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's White. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Here's Nembhard. Turner looking around. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton is screen on White. Siakam outside. Over Tatum. Siakam's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Brown. Shoots. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. It's a three-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
And Turner stays with it.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Screen by Porzingis. Tatum's shot is off. The Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And there's the pass to Halliburton. Siakam against Tatum. The shot by Turner no good. Austin's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And White kicks to Brown. Tatum on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Indiana trailing here. Siakam inside. Tatum on him. Indiana moving the ball around. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. The three. It's hauled in by Brown.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
White. Good on the shot.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
1:19 left here in the opening quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time bucket.
So the Pacers call timeout. They're first of the game.
First in rebounding, and they're second in the league in field goal percentage against. They have been dominant on that end, and boy, do they do a great job of closing out on shooters and locking down the lane.
And that #1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. Yes, that goes in. Siakam's got 5. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by McConnell. Brown feeling out a bit. Inside. Tillman passes to Horford. There's Brown with the 3. No good on that one. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Toppin. Now, here's Siakam. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Mathurin. Mathurin against Brown. Pass to Hauser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key. That one misses. And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score is still close. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Indiana, T.J. McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Obi Toppin. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Jackson in at the 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Horford's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
So Clark, with his talent and upside, the future is extremely bright for Benedict Mathurin.
Very bright, shining extremely bright. I love this young man. Like his comportment, Kevin, as much as I like his athleticism and his ability to score at all 3 levels, he just seems to be unfazed and plays with a maturity and confidence that belies his youth.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tillman's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Tatum down low. He's covered by Halliburton. There's a screen. Takes a 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Wizards.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Tatum against Halliburton. Tatum looking around. Kicks it to Horford. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Hauser. Misses the 3. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. Outside Mathurin. Tatum against Halliburton. Toppin passes to Mathurin. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And checking out some numbers for Miles Turner.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Horford with the screen on Mathurin. Outside Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here is Halliburton. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely not himself. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Pritchard. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. The pass to Pritchard. Boston needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Horford buries it from three-point range. Horford's got 5. The league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are forming chemistry. Tyrese Halliburton said in recent years, they were saying the locker room was a quiet place, not many conversations. We've tried to impact the culture and create a different atmosphere. It's genuine. We appreciate and love each other. We want to see each other succeed and prove people wrong. Kevin?
Yeah, I know you agree with me. They are on their way.
Good job that time by Halliburton to get some help with the screen and then got a shot right off of the pick.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Halliburton. Porzingis finds Holiday. Now here's Brown. No scoring in this one. Up top, Porzingis shoots over Turner, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Brown. And the Celtics lead by 1.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
Siakam passes to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Over Porzingis. The shot by Turner, no good. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And here is Brown. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Washington.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Turner passes to Mathurin. Here's Nembhard, guarded by Horford. Bucket is good. Mathurin's got the lead up to 1 now for Indiana. Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer, for a time, the richest in NBA history.
And you gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Boston making a switch here. Tillman's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Now, here's Neesmith. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
He's got a knack for making the hard shots. That was not an easy bucket for Brown.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers out in front, up 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. With this team, they stretch you out so much, you got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. And fellas, it's interesting. Talk of divisional standings has almost completely been phased out.
Yeah, I miss those battles. I remember the Spurs against the Jazz with David Robinson, Karl Malone.
Oh, that's because you didn't have to guard either of them.
Yeah, but you're right.
Yes, Shaq, you are right. And now, let's get into the Indiana Pacers game. It's been a close one so far.
I know what Shaq's going to say. Elbow sandwiches. Those guys are physical, and they've controlled the glass. They gave the impression that they wanted it more, Shaq.
To be honest, all I heard was sandwiches. When's the food getting here?
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Tatum with it. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Now here is Holiday. A 2-point game. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Halliburton against Holiday. Siakam, a screen on Holiday. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Back to Tatum. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now, here is Halliburton. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Passes it to Neesmith. It's Turner, high post. Halliburton outside. And another shot. Takes it out to Siakam. Missed it, even after all those chances. Pass to Bryant. Over Neesmith. The kick out to Tatum. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
You got to D-up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
For Indiana, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Puts up a deep 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Nembhard's got 6 points.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Outside, White launches it. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates. a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
No doubt, Greg, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player, and this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Haliburton outside. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. For 3, Siakam drills it from outside. He's got 8.
No way Haliburton was going to sleep on that one. I mean, he's too good at reading the defense.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now, here is Holiday, still without a basket. Tatum wide open, he fires one. The shot's good, Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. Nice job from the three-point line this half.
Here's Turner, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Turner's got his second bucket.
Turner doing a nice job setting himself up for a shot off that pick and roll.
Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
There's a good screen. On the wing, Turner to the middle. Kicks it out to Siakam. Turner with the screen for Siakam. He doesn't hit that one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Holiday against Haliburton. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Haliburton, it counts, and the foul. That one is on Holiday.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Haliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the chart. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
Here's Hauser. Scoreless thus far. There's the pick. Here's Brown. Pacers with the rebound.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Now Brown. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And that one's drained from the low block.
And I know the defense was all over Brown that time, guys, but in the end, he's just too skilled for him in the paint.
The third quarter comes to a close. Pacers lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They'll be topping out there with Jackson. It's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Mathurin in at the three. Now McConnell, following Al Horford's three-point attempt. Outside Jackson. Halliburton against Tatum. Halliburton looking around. Jackson a screen on Tatum. Toppin can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 5. Pritchard passes to Tillman. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Halliburton against Tatum. Pass to Hauser. A three ball. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Good work by Mathurin getting rid of the ball. When somebody has a better shot, you got to throw it his way.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Celtics. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here is Holiday. He feeds it to Horford. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 7 points for Horford.
And that's Horford for you. I mean, that's what he does. He's a guy who brings toughness and great concentration to what he does in the paint.
Here's Halliburton. Back to Jackson. To the right side. Jackson a screen on Holiday. Nembhard the pass to Jackson. Halliburton for 3. Horford with the rebound. And here's Holiday who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Tatum. Another shot. Inside Tatum.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Pacers leading by 3. Outside Jackson. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Halliburton missing. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, that's just an indefensible shot that time. I mean, Holiday going deep into his bag on that shot.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And when we talk about the league's elite defenders, Drew Holiday is certainly up there.
Yeah, that's for sure, Greg. I mean, I think it's a lot to do with how much pride he takes in playing defense. I mean, he's locked into shutting down whoever he's defending. He looks at it as a challenge, and I really appreciate and respect his hard-nosed approach.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Neesmith in for Benedict Mathurin. Here's Halliburton. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And here's Tatum for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here is Halliburton. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. To the inside. Here's Turner. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Boston. They've got a 10-0 run going. Outside Tatum. From past the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And now a 6-point Celtic lead
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Now, here is Halliburton. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Outside Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Here's Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It's all about Porzingis' accuracy. That's what will make or break him here.
You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Boston?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Halliburton against Holiday. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. And Turner throws it down.
Proving he has the clutch DNA. Love seeing Turner up his game during these big possessions.
Now here's Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Siakam. Tatum's shot is off. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Nembhard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton for 3. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Tatum against Siakam. Screen by Porzingis. The rebound by Turner. So it's the Pacers now. The pass to Halliburton. And Siakam has it in the corner. Turner with a screen on Tatum.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now timeout called by Boston. They trail by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And an intentional foul right there.
Boston foul. Derek White. First personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Guys, your thoughts?
Not enough time for a catch-and-shoot 3. So I think it's got to be an alley-oop that draws the and 1 potentially. Crazy scenario right here.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.